continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visitor sideline, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
14 yards. And the Vikings first down. A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. You look at this Packers defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
We'll try it. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Kenny Clark in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Got his man, that's Luke. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
On play action, Love to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Packers at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 18-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Let's go.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have a Packers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Able to find his man, Kraft. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Vikings' 9-yard line.
Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Love. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
30. Ready.
Throwing. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. And now out comes Minnesota. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this Packers defense, in that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
It's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Vikings.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Open man is Jalen Naylor. So they'll get 8 out of that completed. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And his throw is incomplete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's McCarthy. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and a yard.
Come on, ready?
Play action this time with Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Let's go now. Red, check.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. 45, ready?
To throw now, here's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. This now a 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Now McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings, first and 10.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. As we transition into the 2nd half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
At the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Down. Set. Yellow. 43. Ready?
Now Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
62-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Then into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Addison will go in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative. They played a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go. Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
Ready? Ready.
Love now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Down. Black 40.
Love will sneak it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
Were you surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it worked, so it's not like I'm second-guessing and all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd-1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's now
2nd and 6.
At the
Come on,
18-yard
set.
line.
52 blue. Ready?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Elijah Moore. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown pass number 25 for him on the season. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chiefs lead it at the half in a game that could have big-time implications in the AFC playoff race. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the New York Giants. And it's David Montgomery. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late season byes. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go, set, ready.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Set, ready. 45.
Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Vikings 34-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready.
Love, they go play action now. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
It's 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. 60 license, 60 license. Go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
To the air with McCarthy. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
On play action, now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They work now on 2nd and 9. To the air again, McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I
certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
11, and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Here we go. Yellow, ready.
Following the interception, Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Ready up. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
40-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And his kick is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Set, ready. Black, 95, set.
Throwing, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Love looking to throw it. Short throw, he's got Kraft. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Down, ready.
Love will sneak it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Let's go. Set.
Love from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. But he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The the Vikings offense now. They get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now McCarthy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline
and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On the double.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 10 black. Ready, ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Watson. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready, break.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Set. Yellow, ready.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Set, ready. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And able to get him down reached the 5. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin. Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. 50, green. Set.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.